she is very tomboyish. She commonly gets mistaken for a boy, but she doesn't seem to mind it so much. So, she just kind of goes with the flow about these kinds of things, but as of right now, she is just kind of constantly checking her phone just to make sure that, like, things are in order. Yeah.
As is her new compulsion.
Yep.
So you go into the local diner. We'll call it Maury's for now. That works. So, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna get food, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna get food and see if I can talk with the waitress. Is there like a bar table that I can sit at?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna talk to the waitress as she's kind of like cooking my food, I guess.
Okay.
So, what can you tell me about this place? I'm kind of just sticking around here for a little bit. Wanted to see a little bit about it.
She sighs a little bit and she says, "There's a few things here and there that are notable about it." She sort of rattles off just a couple of basic trivia facts. She seems to know the area pretty well. And she says, we had to move the town a couple decades ago.
So this isn't the original location?
No. Back in the... She just rolls her eyes. 1910s? Something like that. The whole town had to be moved a couple dozen miles. There was something... Apparently there was some unstable ground underneath the town from the coal mining. And there was some worry that the whole town was going to sink into the dirt. So we packed everything up and left. So if you go a couple miles out north ways, you can actually find like the old schoolhouse. I think the old fire department's still up as well.
I might actually check that out. Can you point that out on a map for me?
Yeah, sure. She has like one of those diner road maps. She has to check her phone, obviously, to get like the exact spot. But she marks it for you. It's a little ways off the highway.
Alright.
She says it's out in the woods someplace. If you walk around for a bit, you'll start bumping into like the old cement foundations. You'll find old basements.
Any spooky ghost stories?
She laughs a little bit. She says, "Oh, of course. You get old abandoned buildings and kids tell stories about seeing things walking around out at night, hearing weird noises," but she shrugs. She says, "For the most part, it's just sad as it is. It's kind of just where the homeless end up."
Wow.
It works out real well in the winter because they can hop into the old. Some of them that you can get into the old basements. Some kids around senior skip usually go out there and go get drunk.
Do you see many people go out into these woods?
No, yeah, all the time.
I kind of heard online that there was somebody that went missing and was last seen around those woods. Have you heard anything about it?
No, it's... She shakes her head. She says, "I don't get into that weird, creepy, true crime stuff, so no, I haven't. It wouldn't surprise me, though." There's always some... She rolls her eyes and laughs a little. She says, you get abandoned buildings, you get the witchy, pagan types coming all the way up here and hanging out, and trying to summon the Blair Witch or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, this gives me a lot to chew on. Thanks very much.
No problem.
And I paid for my meal.
Yeah, good, I hope so.
Yeah, obviously. If I didn't, I'd be an ass.
Has Mitchell returned?
Mitchell has returned. Hello.
Yeah, excellent. Alright, so what do you do first thing after arriving here in Whately, Wisconsin?
I park my car. I like to think that on the way I was listening to Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult.
Hell yeah!
But I park my car. I open my notes, which I totally did in real life too.
Silver is a good player, takes notes, good boy.
Mm-hmm. I take notes. Sometimes. Well, the first thing I do, very first thing, I forgot, I'm trying to look for the right word. I guess I, ease the tension on myself a bit, light a cigarette, just...
Tell us a little bit about Mitchell Wesley.
Mitchell Wesley, he is a 35-year-old, dude bro. Not a literal dude bro, that was the wrong word. He's a guy, he was born in Anaheim, and he is currently working as an agency detective in Milwaukee. He has a gun.
This is a personality trait.
His personality trait is gun. But, he's just very, like... He's not heartless, but he's kind of cold, just in terms of personality. He's a heavy smoker. His blonde hair, actually, is a bit, faded as a result of all of that. Mm-hmm. He does wear a trench coat, does carry a gun, wears a Hawaiian t-shirt underneath that trench coat.
Is he a film noir detective? Is he Miami Vice? We're not sure.
It could go either way. Honestly, he's never really watched
Gumshoe.
Is he Detective Gumshoe? No, because Detective Gumshoe is really emotional, and Mitchell's not.
Which surprises me big time, given how much you love Ace Attorney.
I do love Ace Attorney, but I also know that Call of Cthulhu is not Ace Attorney. Yeah, no, he's just gonna... What he's gonna do is, he is going to pull out Ray's phone.
Okay.
Has anything new shown up on it?
Nope, not since the last thing that you...
I'm just gonna type in the notepad. Alright, I'm here. And then I'm just gonna start... I guess I'm just gonna go look for, like, maybe, like, a library or an information center, see if I can get a map of Whately.
There's a couple of places you can do that. As per usual, most gas stations have a map of the local area. You can go to the library and get something a little more comprehensive if you so desire.
Yeah, I should probably maybe get something that's a little more detailed, a little more nuanced.
The old maps coinciding with the location that you were given by the person that you talked to does coincide with where the old town used to be.
Okay. Well, I have a map, and that's what's important. So, if I ever need to go somewhere, I can now just go there.
Yep.
And I don't end up getting an address that I can just type in my phone.
No.
Speaking of which, has anything new shown up on my phone?
No, you were given the coordinates to the specific spot, but that was it.
Really? Okay.
Yep. That was the last thing you were given.
Would it be possible for me to type in the coordinates on my phone and go there?
Yeah, you can.
That's what am I gonna do?
Alright. So, Daniel, how do you intend to get to the... How do you get your information to get to the place you need to be?
Okay, so part of the reason I had him just eat lunch was because he's using that opportunity to think about how he approach further investigation.
Okay.
You know, get his bearings, as it were. So first of all, map is good. Map is a good idea. He can do that on his phone. Because he's a goddamn YouTuber. Of course he's gonna do it on his phone.
Just the info on the local area?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would, yeah, just doing a cursory Google search. I'm not gonna make you make a check for that. You would get the same information.
Do I have any more detailed information? Because on where Ray was found, or
It just
where
said that
she was spotted.
in the woods headed north.
In the woods headed north. So I guess at this point, I'm like, I don't want to get Blair Witched out there. So would probably be a good idea to have a map, a paper map.
I was about to say, did you not watch Blair Witch? Somebody's gonna kick that bitch into the creek. But no, that's fair. I'm just memeing on you.
Do I have bad
As a
news for you?
backup, just in case I don't have phone reception.
Okay, right.
Reception. I did it. The stream's
Roll
over.
credits.
Alright.
I solved the puzzle. I managed to
So
get.
yeah, you can just go to one of the local gas stations and buy a map.
I will do that.
So
And then I'm like,
with all of you headed out to the same place, you don't necessarily all bump into each other right away. Mitchell naturally gets there first.
Cuckoo, ka-choo.
Jesus. And
he just says first when he gets there.
just writes first on the stop sign.
Just writes first right in the dirt.
I would say Daniel probably arrives not long after, and then I'd say Lily probably arrives last as you're taking public transport.
He's still eating a Big Mac. He's still eating a Big Mac.
Alright.
Mitchell's gonna just kind of look at them both very sternly, just like, is there a reason you two are here?
Well, hang on. On the way to the location, while I'm on the bus, just on my way there, I want to cross-examine the map that I was given before the session started, and well, the map that I was given by the freaking waitress, and the coordinates I was given before the session started. So
they do in fact correlate.
Just as I thought. So I get off the bus and see these two bozos.
Yeah, this bozo has a gun.
Doesn't mean you're not a bozo.
And a badge.
Doesn't mean you're not a bozo.
No, but I'm a bozo that's one bozo higher than you.
I mean, it's true.
I'm gonna pretend.
I have 32 million subscribers.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't know them. I'm just gonna mind my own business and just walk in like no, like.
Mitchell's gonna grab Lily by the shoulder. Hey, do you want a nut? What are you two doing here? He pulls out his badge and shows it to both of them.
Oh fuck. Well, if you're gonna show your badge, then how about I show mine? And I'm gonna pull out my journalist ID.
You're a press pass.
Great, someone who thinks they're important.
Someone who is important. Now the real question is, what are you doing here? She looks over to Daniel.
I'm going to pull out my phone. It's going to show my YouTube channel.
Oh, hey, look, someone who actually thinks that they're important.
Oh, good. So we got the media and someone who thinks they're the media. That's great.
Look, YouTube is the real media. Look, that's beside the point.
Let me just go out on a limb here and say that all three of us are looking for the same thing, right?
Whether or not I let either of you is going to be another story. Can I make a law check? I know for a fact Daniel, like, letting Daniel do this would probably be against the law.
Yeah, roll a law check.
Yeah. Let me check my law. Fuck, that's an 84.
Nice.
Can I push my roll?
You can if you'd like.
That's much better. That's a 17. That's a that's a
full success.
That's a hard success.
Yeah, you, as much as you want to, as much as you want to keep these two out, this isn't private property, it's not trespassing, you can't arrest them or keep them out here. This is, well, for lack of a better word, it's public property.
Damn. Okay, so it's not illegal if it might be the scene of a crime?
Until you can prove that it is, nope.
Mitchell just puts his badge away. Yeah, I'm gonna guess we're all after the same he, like, stops himself and he looks at Lily. Oh, I'm gonna guess you're after the same thing. I really don't know. As far as I'm concerned, you YouTubers are kind of just after what, last year? He, like, narrows his eyes. You're not walking into you're not walking into a forest looking for a dead body, are you?
What? No.
Okay, good.
What do I look like? Paul Logan?
I mean, you know, if you squint and you're in the right light, then maybe you might look alike.
I don't know.
I'm insulted.
I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, you all look the same to me.
Okay, well, if we're just going to be standing around and you can't really do anything about us, you know, being here, I'm going to press forward, and yeah.
Mitchell's absolutely going to follow, and in fact, going to try and take point.
Alright.
Daniel's not going to stop him from taking point at all. No issue with that. He is going to have his camera out, but be ready to, like, not film things, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just going to be filming the entire thing?
I mean, obviously, if we see something too far, I'm going to stop filming.
I'll hold you to that.
He just kind of looks back behind him, and when things get dangerous, you're both getting out of here, right?
Maybe.
He, like...
I make no promises, but probably.
He like, takes a minute to think, and he just shakes his head like, fucking kids. He just keeps going.
I am 3 years young. You know what? Whatever.
You don't know that.
Okay. I literally thought that the joke that you were gonna go for was just to go, okay, boomer.
You know what? Can I retcon that?
Alright, as you take your walks into the woods, this area isn't particularly developed. It's mostly trees, though it's thin enough that you can form a fairly decent path. And you find a few paths where things like four-wheelers and the like have probably gone through over the years. There's a few small footpaths, and tracing your way through doesn't take too particularly long. Some of you are being guided by GPS, and some of you are being guided by the people who are being guided by GPS. You start to stumble upon, as you were told previously, Lily, the foundations of old homes, mostly just slabs of cement that have been overtaken by nature and the like. A few of them have small divots in the ground where it looks like they've been dug out slightly to go and sit in said basements. As you continue to proceed further, it seems like the most prominent thing left behind from all that time ago was the old Whately School. The school is very standard for something that was post-industrial revolution. It's 3 stories, solid cement and brick. Most of its windows are smashed. The doors have been broken off at weird angles. It's surrounded by what would have been a comfortable little neighborhood long time ago, but is now just a remembrance of what used to be here. What do you want to do?
He's just gonna look around like, again, light another cigarette, because why not? He's just... the town's abandoned, right?
Oh yeah, there's no, aside from the school, there's no standing structures.
Okay, he's just gonna look around. Wonder what caused everybody to leave this place.
What caused everyone to leave this place was the building sinking in, actually.
Daniel is going to turn to her, camera on her and all. It's like, could you say that again, but with you on camera, so that I have both? Because that's actually a really good piece of information for the video.
Well, you see, kids, what happens when people find that their buildings are sinking into the ground because the earth is unstable, they get the fuck out.
Okay, I'll cut out the part about kids, but yeah.
He takes another drag from his cigarette, and here I thought journalists were the patient ones.
Drop the stereotypes, okay?
No. He's gonna make his way towards the school.
Alright.
Lily's gonna do the same.
Sorry,
she's gonna...
Daniel. Sorry.
Lily's gonna take a couple of pictures of the school and then head inside. Checking her
Daniel
phone in the process.
is going to make sure he has the appropriate establishing shots and make his way inside.
Lily, Daniel, please make spot hidden checks.
Okay.
Not me?
Nope, not you.
Oh, that's a 43 and my spot hidden's 50.
How about a 15?
Ooh.
I'll give Daniel's first, because it was a little higher. We're playing by golf rules in this one, kids. You want lower numbers. You notice as you're filming your establishing shots, something on the second floor seems to move.
There's something upstairs.
Yeah, I react to that. I give proper reaction to that.
Lily, for a 15, you notice as you're taking your pictures that the thing in the second floor is a person who falls from the ceiling of the room to the floor.
That... Okay. You saw what I saw, right?
I saw somebody up there. Yeah.
Can Mitchell hear them?
Yeah.
Can Mitchell hear them? He's just gonna. He's gonna like look back at them, look towards the stairs where there are stairs, I'm assuming. And he's just gonna like kind of pull out his gun and get it ready, and he's just gonna look at them. Stay here for a moment. He's gonna pull out his phone, turn on the flashlight on it, and head upstairs.
You entering the school, making your way up?
Yep.
All of you?
Okay,
A
sorry.
police officer told him to stay there.
Yeah. No, I did tell them to stay there.
Do you?
Daniel,
You know what was funny? I'm sorry. I, like, as soon as you told me that, like, there was somebody that kind of clipped from the ceiling to the floor in the second window, as I was looking, my internet just decided to stop for a second.
Spooky.
That is spooky.
Welcome to Call of the Cthulhu, kids.
It's almost like running a,
freaky.
it's almost like running a media-based game whenever there's a slight media glitch. It's really unsettling.
the most that happened, Scarlet, was that when you noticed something and kind of made it audible that the both of you noticed something or someone up on the second floor, Mitchell just pulled out his gun, told you to stay there, and he's heading up to check it.
I'm not staying.
All right.
Daniel is
Ignoring.
going to turn to you and be like, "Is it smart to let somebody go in by themselves in a situation like that? Because I don't think that seems smart."
Either of you have a gun?
I can hide like a motherfucker.
He's just looking at you very, like, blank.
Look. I'll stay out here, and if I hear or see any signal that stuff's fucked up, I'm gonna go back into town to get help. How's that sound?
He nods. Sounds smart. All right, you're with me. Write down anything you see. He says to Lily.
Got it.
He is.
So all three of you are going in.
I think. Or no. Okay. Daniel's staying out, so that way, if things look bad, he can run into town to get help. Mitchell and Lily are
Probably
going
smart
in.
for him because
Yeah.
he's not.
So Daniel,
Yes.
you see Lily and Mitchell enter the building, slowly begin to make their way around. So they disappear from sight. The doors that sit at an awkward angle straighten and shut behind them.
Oh, that's not good. That's some horror movie shit.
You also hear a very distinct sound coming from one of the basements behind you.
That's some horror movie shit too.
What do you do?
So the question is whether I go back to town to get help in this situation. Seems like it'd be really dumb to just stand here. But I said if I heard anything off, I would go back into town to get help.
Are you gonna try and leave?
Yes.
I want you to roll me a track.
A track. Oh god. $13 and I'm untrained in it, so that's...
That fails. Do you want to push, or do you want to... What do you want to do?
Oh god, no! Wait, I have luck.
You do.
Um,
You can spend your luck points if you want.
yeah, this is a situation where I think spending luck is... So I'm gonna spend 3 luck.
Alright. You spend your 3
I'm down
luck
to 31 luck.
to succeed. You make your way back the way you came. And you twist and you turn and you follow the paths. And you reach the highway where you arrived. But it took you twice as long. And the sun's starting to go down.
Which is definitely not good.
Nope.
So I presume at this point I could probably go to town and inform the local police department that there's weird shit over there.
Good.
And I'm potentially persuasive enough to be able to convince them. Well, charming enough at the very least. I think I should do that.
Alright. So Lily, Mitchell. You hear the doors behind you as you are halfway up the stairs close.
Are you fine with breaking a window and jumping out of it?
If we have to.
We very well may have to.
Mitchell's just gonna like put like a hand on Lily's shoulder, just be like, "Stay behind me." And
Yeah,
he's
sure.
He's gonna press forward up the stairs.
Is it particularly dark in here?
Sun's starting to
Mitchell's gonna like he has his phone up. He's gonna shine a flashlight.
Lily's gonna take out her small flashlight.
Alright. Roll me spot hiddens.
Alright, spot hidden is not something I'm particularly good at.
45.
That's my D20.
What's your
1 sec, I'm sorry.
What's your DC?
50.
So you
That's
succeed.
an 18.
Ooh. Big succeed.
It's not a hard success. It's my spot hidden is untrained, so.
Oh. So you just succeed.
Yeah.
No wait, my spot hidden was a 45, I'm sorry.
Do you succeed or fail?
I rolled a 45.
And your DC is 45?
Yes.
Then you succeed.
Okay.
Meter below. As you progress forwards very slowly, the doors hold mostly fast on the inside. A few rooms don't have doors on them anymore. But one or two of them, one or two of the doors seem to be sort of off their hinges a little bit. This place is old. and it's distinctly quiet in here. As you start to get closer and closer to where you think you might have seen something fall, you hear a sound. And it doesn't sound particularly close. Sounds like maybe it came from downstairs. But you hear an old projector, or something similar to it, kick on, and then kick off.
If I'm gonna take a wild guess, he's probably talking to us. Mitchell just sighs. Just a prankster.
A prankster. Right. Yeah, sure.
Mitchell just kind of looks over at Lily's, just like, regardless of what I have said or done, everything that I'm doing so far is with your safety in mind. So I really need you to follow as I say.
I'll hold you to that.
I'm serious. When I tell you to hide, you hide. If you run... No, if I tell you to run, just run. Because I don't know if I can handle what we're dealing with.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can, but it's just me.
He pulls out, like, a cigarette box. Not a lot of people do this anymore, but you need a smoke.
I stay away from that stuff.
Good. He pops another one in his mouth.
Alright.
Well, we heard a body fall on the second floor. Do we see one with our spot hidden checks?
It was in one of the rooms.
It was in one of the rooms?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna turn to Lily and just be like, okay. You want to go downstairs and check out that noise, or see what was up here and what got us here in the first place?
How far up are we?
Second floor. It's 3 floors to the building.
Okay. How far away is the room to the stairs?
From what you could gauge, maybe 20, 30 feet?
Okay.
I'm gonna defer to you, detective. What do you think is the better option here?
He's gonna turn away from Lily's face so that way he can just take a drag from his cigarette and help him focus the thing a bit. And he's going to be like, he's just gonna say, it's possible that what happened on the first floor was probably some electrical trick. Nothing in this building works right, probably.
Yeah.
You said you saw a body up here, right?
I said I saw something fall through from the ceiling to the floor on this floor, actually.
Let's go check that out then. He's gonna make his way towards the door.
Okay.
He's going to try and open it.
Alright. So you turn the handle, push it open. Door creaks loud.
I have my gun pointed towards the door.
reminding you that this place is empty and in the middle of nowhere. You can hear the sound carried down the halls. As you push the door open, there's a body laying on the floor. Laying beside it is an old box computer monitor. Heavy.
How's the body look?
Old.
I'm sorry.
Body is old. It's been here a while.
Ooh, decaying, I'm guessing.
A little bit.
Alright. I'm gonna kinda, like, not shut the door, but get it near shut. Turn behind and look at Lily. What manner of journalism do you normally do?
I mainly do investigative journalism.
How well do you handle cadavers?
How about are we talking?
Old. Decaying a bit. Smells like fuck in there.
I've seen my fair share. Maybe I can, but if I need to, then we'll leave, right?
He just kind of like smirks, points at the. Is there a window?
There's a window.
He just points at the window, right out the front door.
Okay.
He opens the door much more quickly this time. Just because the smell is gonna hit him all really hard, so get it over with.
This thing reeks.
I imagine
It's been here a while.
I'm gonna spare Lily the trouble. Just be like, go ahead and go check out what that monitor says. I'm gonna take a look at this body.
Are you sure you want me to do that?
Would you rather look at the body?
Honestly, yeah.
He shrugs, and he goes over to handle the monitor.
I need the two of you to make me a sanity check.
Okay.
Oh boy! What's my sanity again? Oh, thank God I
29.
pass. I pass. It's a 65. My sanity's a 70.
29, I pass.
The two of you notice simultaneously as stepping closer in the dark. The two are connected. The monitor, laying smashed open on the floor, is connected to a large cable that's connected to the floor through a hole only big enough for the cable itself. However, connected through the body in certain spots, through the ears, the nose, and through a small space right under its tear ducts. There were wires pushed through.
Oh, that's not right in the slightest.
There's only a small bit of blood from the nose, from the eyes, where these things were pushed through. Probably not the most clinically as possible. Possibly scraping something important on the way in. It didn't matter.
Mitchell's gonna go ahead and snap a picture of this just so that way he can. Pretty clear. Some officials are gonna have to get involved.
Yeah.
But he's gonna snap a picture.
Lily's gonna do the same.
write some shit down.
Who is examining the body?
I am.
Lily is.
Medicine check.
Okay. Not very good. That's a 95.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take the L. I'm gonna take the L here.
That, my good child. Are you unskilled in that?
Yeah, I'm not skilled in that.
That's a botch.
Yeah,
That's a fumble.
You might.
You turn the body over, attempting to take a closer look. And as you turn him from his stomach to his back, there's a loud, wet, ripping sound as the cables in his nose and eyes are pulled out. In the process, you remove one eyeball lays popped out of its sockets from the frayed wires on the other end, having wrapped around the ocular nerves on the backside. I need you to make another sanity check.
Okay. Alright. Sure.
Yeah. You might have wanted to push that last roll.
47.
Did you pass?
Yeah.
Good. It's just...
Okay. Yeah, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
You don't go insane. It's just super gross.
Oh, that's...
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no. All my years of working in fucking Special Victims Unit. I haven't seen this before. What's the monitor looking like?
Roll me an electrical repair.
Fuck yeah, I'm not skilled in that at all. That's a 0 on a D10 is just 0, right?
It's just a 0.
Okay, cool. That's a 60. I fail.
Wait, on the D10?
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's a 0. If you rolled a number on the percentage die, and if you rolled 60 and then a 0, then yeah, that's 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. No idea.
It doesn't say anything on it? It doesn't work?
It's not turned on. The screen has been completely smashed.
Oh shit. Okay, you're right.
But the one thing I'll give you is what's evident from just picking it up. It's not completely attached to the floor, but you can't lift it more than like... How tall are you?
My size is 50.
Okay. So you can't lift it more than maybe 5 and some change off the ground. And you notice that the wiring is on the top of the monitor. Not through the screen, but on the top, as if it were an attachment to the monitor.
Okay. Alright. Well, we're not gonna get anything figured out through here.
I want to take a look out the window real quick.
Okay.
Just to see if Daniel's still there. I'm fairly certain I could see that he's not there.
As you take a look to the window, you realize the window's not broken. It's solid. You put your
Was
hand...
it broken before?
You put your hand against it. Despite the pieces where the panes of glass seem to be apart, you can't put your hand through it. You can push it a little, but there is resistance to it.
Mitchell's just kind of looking over at Lily. Something up.
Break a window.
You want to repeat that one again for me?
We're not going to be able to break the windows. Look at this.
He's gonna go over and see if he can fit his hand through.
You notice the same thing. It's not it's not like putting your hand against cement. It's like pushing your hand against like a screen, like a really well taught screen door. You can push it and it goes out a little bit, but it does not give, like, you can't just put your hand through the empty space.
He's gonna start pushing a little harder. And then he's just gonna go over to Lily. You mind standing back a bit?
Okay.
He's gonna bring up a leg and try to kick the window down.
Are you gonna kick the glass or kick the empty space?
I'm gonna try kicking the empty space.
Alright. I would like you to roll me a... Boy, what would this be?
If not fighting brawl, this would probably just be strength, I think.
I think this would be brawl because you specified that you're kicking it.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh god, I accidentally rolled my fucking D20 again instead of my D10. That's a 90.
Ooh. Not a botch, but a fail.
Not a botch, but that's gonna be a fail.
You want to push, or do you want to just let that one go?
I'll just let it go. It's not worth breaking my leg over.
Yeah. You kick, you give it a good solid kick, and you feel, again, that same sort of taut resistance. And you feel for a second, you can feel a little bit more than you would have expected, but it just snaps back the minute that you pull your leg back.
That's, maybe just a little fucked up.
Yeah, you think?
We're going downstairs.
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think we're getting out of here.
Mitchell just sort of... hold on, let me write this down in my notes. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's worth noting.
He takes a drag, and he takes a second to think again. He just looks at Lily. You forget we have eyes on the outside.
Do we, though? Did you see him out there?
No. But hey, if the gap's fake, that doesn't mean that everything out there is real.
I don't think that I get what you're meaning. I don't think I get it.
All things considered. And he sort of like puts a hand on Lily's shoulder again. Daniel was smart enough to not get in here. He's probably smart enough to get the authorities and other help here.
So what, we just hold out until then?
We find a way to escape. And if we have to, we hold out until we get help.
You gonna make your way downstairs?
Yep.
Yep.
You leave the room where you've been sitting and back into the hallway and make a very concerning discovery.
What's our concerning discovery?
Oh boy.
There are no stairs that lead back down. Daniel.
Yes.
I would like you to make me... Boy. I'd like you to make me a spot hidden check.
I can do that. That's a 16. And my spot hidden is 50.
Excellent! As you proceed back down the road, leading back into town, you start to notice something. It keeps taking you longer than you'd think to get anywhere. You're not sure if it's because you're panicking or if it's because you're afraid. Or if you just don't remember the way as well as you thought you did, but you don't remember it taking this long. It's starting to get darker and darker. And you can tell that you're making progress, but it's slow going. And as you proceed to drive further and further down the road, you notice something on your phone. It's a message from what is it, star 60 number? I don't remember the
Yeah.
That reads simply, "Not that easy."
Okay, so I'm going to look around for any landmarks that look familiar.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Eventually, my car is going to run out of gas if I
Eventually.
keep driving like that.
Yeah, eventually.
So... So what may be a better idea is for me to try to get back to where I was and retrace.
Is that what you're going to try and do?
Yes.
The moment the thought crosses your mind that it's probably a good idea to pull a U-turn to go back, you pull a few more feet, and your headlights pick up the back of Mitchell's car.
I immediately slam on the brakes. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
You receive another message. Compasses.
Yeah, what is it now?
Compasses are easy to change direction. You just have to have a strong enough magnet.
Okay. So I have to go back there. Great. Fantastic. Was looking forward to getting myself murdered today. As he's getting out vehicle. It's like, oh boy. Okay. Yeah, Daniel is going to head back towards what was in the woods.
Alright. You follow the same path. It doesn't take you less or more time. You come back upon the... I'm assuming you're using your phone for light.
Yes.
Come upon the same cement foundations. The same old empty school. The doors are open this time.
Okay, weird. I look up in the window. Do I see anything in the windows?
You see a little bit of light, a little bit of movement.
So they're probably upstairs.
Hmm?
So I should probably alert them to that weird noise that I heard at the beginning, since I can't leave and do anything about it.
Nope.
So I'm going to go into the building.
Alright. As you walk in, part of you jumps a little, turning to face the doors. There's no movement.
Probably just waiting for me to not be paying attention so you can scare me more when you eventually do close the doors. So, that's fine. I'm going to look for the stairs up so that...
While you do that, Lily, Mitchell, what are you doing?
We're gonna need to find another way down.
Yep. Alright. Building around us is changing. Don't know how, don't know why, but it is. And somebody keeps messing with a sonic screwdriver. Like, is that on your soundboard, Heaton, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or like a betrayal of the house on the hill, right?
He looks over at Lily. Well, like, what? I'm old, I don't watch a lot of movies.
It's not a movie, it's a tabletop game. Okay.
Oh, well, that explains it. As a detective, I play a lot of tabletop games.
Hang on. Did you hear that knock?
I'm gonna pull out my gun again.
Roll listen checks, kiddos.
Listen checks, you got it. What is my listen?
That's a 2!
Ooh, that's good. I'm still looking for my listen. I'm sorry. I found it. That's, So if it's 2 zeros and a 1...
Oh my god. You rolled a 2 and a 1.
Why is Daniel here?
Holy shit, okay. Again, these are golf scores, kiddos. That's silver rolled the lowest you can get. Holy shit. Wow.
Damn, sank right in. That is, oh man. Can I get a golf clap in the chat?
So, you listen. And sure enough, you hear it again. One of the doors, a little ways behind you. Maybe 5 feet.
I'm gonna turn over to Lily. Hide.
Gonna hide.
Roll hide check.
36.
Excellent.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm fairly certain this is how cops do it. I'm gonna press my back so that it's a little parallel to the door.
Mm-hmm.
With me on the side where the knob is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn the knob, and I'm gonna either push or pull it open. But I'm just gonna let the the momentum of the door open itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I think you get what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, no, I understand where you're going with this. Okay.
Yeah.
Give the door.
Proper room clearing door opening tactic.
Yeah. Doing the cop room clear. Yeah. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
The door opens inward. And it hits something on its way in. And there seems to be a little bit of resistance keeping it from opening all the way. And sure enough, as you're standing there, it knocks on the door again.
All right. That's how we're going to be today. He just stands in front of the door and he kicks it.
Roll me a fighting brawl check.
Make sure I'm grabbing my D10 this time, not my fucking D20.
I get to make my first roll of the night.
Okay, that's a 55. I'm gonna
I also rolled a 55.
Well, my fighting brawl check is a 50, so I'm gonna spend 5 luck and bring it down to a 50.
Alright. Excellent. Okay. I was gonna say, Jesus, how did we roll the same number? But that's bad for you.
Oof.
Yeah.
Good thing I spent luck.
You give it a good kick, and you feel the thing on the other side try and hold the door closed, but it can't. And you hear a loud snap, and another crash. Like you kicked through something glass. And the door opens enough for you to get in the room.
Mitchell just very frustrated at this point because a lot of this shit doesn't make sense and he didn't come here to deal with this. He just shouts, "Getting real tired of this shit!"
You go in?
Yep.
The thing is fairly kept behind the door. But after a moment, you notice the thing that you kicked it into was another monitor.
Oh,
That's
of course.
also connected to the floor. When you trace your eyes back, this one is sitting crooked, heavy, against the shoulders of what might have been a person a long time ago. Almost all skin and bones. This body's decayed to the point that it seems like proper placement was the only thing keeping this on its neck. You can see the cables that are running through the top have seemingly been pushed inside of the monitor this time. Since you smashed it upon kicking it in, you see the same decayed old features of a person long dead, but with their eyes having finally disappeared or been eaten by whatever animals were here. You can see the places, the cracks on the inside of the eye sockets that lead into where the brain must be. Pushed in are the wires. Through a now very broken nose. And this thing seems to just be standing there, dazed for a moment. And you hear some sort of noise. And the thing tries its eyes, not quite right, still whatever's left of them twitching. Inside of its skull you see fingers move slightly as if something was being electrocuted. And the creature lunges forward, its arms out, slamming the door closed behind you. I need you to make a sanity check.
Sure. Let's riggedy rock and roll. That's a 42.
What's your sanity?
70.
Good. Pass.
It slammed the door behind me, so I'm inside the room with it.
You are now inside the room with it. Lily, you just saw him go in, and then the door slam closed.
I'm keeping my position. I'm staying here. I'm not gonna come out of my hiding spot just yet.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I have a gun.
It takes a moment just standing there, as if waiting to process. And you hear the sound again. Sound of feedback, of something inside of it trying to make something happen. And again, its whole body sort of shudders. And it moves, not like a human being. And you can see beneath what's left of its skin, making where what you thought was maybe perhaps muscle tissue or remaining blood vessels. No, they shift underneath its skin slightly. And you realize as they lead back up its neck around through that these are the wires that are pressed most likely into its brain and throughout what's left of the body. It makes jerky movements more like an animatronic than an actual human being. And it takes a swing at you to push you out the window. To push you backwards and out the window.
Okay.
I need you to make a dodge check.
My dodge is not that good. Doesn't matter, that passes, because that's a 14. That's a hard success.
Yo!
My dodge is a 30.
Yo! Excellent. You know what? For a hard success, make me another fighting brawl check.
Sure thing. That's a 95.
Ooh, you want to push?
I might as well, because that's a fumble anyways.
Go ahead.
That's an 87.
Nope, that's
Awesome.
a fumble. Either or. Alright. Ooh, interesting. Hard success mixed with fumble. How do I want to do this? Oh, I know. Okay, I know what I want to do.
Okay.
It takes a lunge for you, and you move out of its way. It stumbles. It's not... All of its force was moved to grab you by the shoulders and push. And this thing, moving seemingly on what little instinct, what little bit of it is left, doesn't seem to have enough strength to stop itself as it makes contact with the window. And you, seeing the moment, seeing your opportunity, you take a swift, solid kick to try and boot it all the way out the window. But the resistance stops you. It holds its body in place, having momentarily forgotten about its existence. It holds its body in place. And you hear the most horrible sound. As it seems like the electricity of the inside of the thing seems to start to fry and sizzle and hiss. And this thing stands there, completely motionless as it happens. You can feel it even through the soles of your foot. It's some kind of feedback rockets through this thing's body, making it tremble and shudder like what it looks like when someone puts a metal fork in a toaster. Its body stiffens and tenses as it slowly starts to smoke, creating the most horrible scent of a rancid body slowly starting to burn from the inside. And after a few seconds, tense and unable to move any longer, it falls back and hits the ground, the plastic on the back of the monitor shattering completely. And there's a disgusting wet smack as the plastic breaks inward and through what little of the bone was left. I need you to make a sanity check.
I can't spend luck when it comes to sanity, can I?
Nope.
That's a 73.
Ooh.
Just barely fails.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Okay. You back up, terrified at this horrible, visceral thing that you've just witnessed. Creature or not, it still resembled enough of a human being, and you can tell enough from looking at it that this thing is being controlled. That something's last will was being taken over by whatever is taken up residence in this place. But you can't get that scent out of your nose. The smell of a human body roasting from the inside. Now, your smoking habit has become more of a compulsion because you cannot stand the smell of this building anymore.
Oh, it's funny, actually. Like, I was just thinking, like, right after this happened, I was just gonna have Mitchell just fumble for his lighter and just get another cigarette in him as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm. You take 8 points of sanity damage.
Oh, Jesus. That's not healthy.
No, that's very not good.
So,
Daniel, dear.
Like I was saying, I'm fucking tired of this.
Daniel, dear. Hello?
Boone.
Boone.
Your turn!
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
Turns out if you die in the game, you die in the real.
Holy shit. Let's go it this way then. Lily?
Okay, yeah.
You heard the sounds of something like a radio turning on, and the horrible, disgusting sound of mechanical feedback. But you didn't see any of it, so you don't have to make a sanity check.
Okay.
Standing out in the hallway, you hear that sound again. The soft humming coming from somewhere in the building. Whether it's the next floor above or the floor below, you can't really be sure. But some sort of high-pitched, processed humming. And as you look around, panicked and concerned, you notice that it seems like the hallways have gotten longer. They're still there. There's still no way down. And there's still a staircase up. But it seems like there are maybe 5 more rooms between you and the smooth cement wall that used to be the staircase.
I want to wait for Mitchell, see if I can, wait for him to come back in. Come back out, I mean.
Mitchell?
Yep.
You gonna come back out?
Oh, absolutely. I think after I've had an entire cigarette, which is immediately replaced with another one, I'm gonna come back out. A very different man. And just shut the door behind me. I'm just gonna look at Lily. Just do not go. Do not go in that room.
Yeah, don't plan to. You, you doing okay?
He takes another drag on a cigarette. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So you also notice that the hallways seem to have gotten slightly longer. The room seems to have shifted in size just the slightest bit.
I'm gonna look at Ray's phone.
Look at Ray's phone.
I'm gonna... anything new show up on it?
Nope.
I actually want to see my phone. Now that he's looking at his, I'm kind of compulsed to look at mine.
I was literally about to say the minute he takes out his phone, you feel the compulsion to check yours.
Yeah.
It really is that kind of effect, isn't it? It's not even my phone. But, I'm gonna pull up the memo app again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna type in... Where are we?
You get a message, Lily.
Oh, God.
Right where you needed to be.
I'm gonna type back, is she here?
Many people are here. She is one of them, yes.
Is she alive?
There's a pronounced pause, where normally both of you know that this person responds usually instantaneously. It's a few seconds. And there's a response that says, per the definition, yes.
So no, then. He's going to respond back. What are you?
The
Probably
future-
not gonna get a...
the
You're probably
future.
not gonna get a... Okay.
I am the future. Second message. I am the past. Third message. I am what you know. Fourth message. I am what you use without knowing.
Okay, really quickly, so I have that down in my notes. I am the future. I am the past. I am what you use without knowing. What was the fourth thing?
I am what you know.
I am what you know.
I'm basically writing this down all in my notes, too.
Yeah, I'm just... This seems like a riddle.
Like, in character, I'm writing it in my notes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, Mitchell's absolutely... He's pulling out his notepad and writing this down, too.
So, You talked to this thing.
Yep.
How did you, manage to find it? Through that? And she points at the phone that he's using.
I'm gonna guess the girl you're looking for is Rachel Zampano, right?
Yeah.
This is her phone. Let me ask you one last question. Keep it
probably
on your
the-
phone.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's like we're in a group chat.
What do you want from us? I type.
What only you have to give.
Which is?
Many things.
Specifically.
I think I know.
And it responds, oh, but there are so many special things about you.
I'm gonna type back. Do you have a body?
More specific questions. I like it. Second message. Yes.
Well, shoots my theory in the foot.
I take it you're not human, then.
No, he has a body.
Well, yeah, he's human. He has a body, but I don't think that he's human. I really don't.
More than human. For a very long time.
Psychopath, then. Okay. I wanna really clarify. What I say in my voice is what is being typed,
Mm-hmm.
and what is said in Mitchell's voice is just what he's saying out loud.
Gotcha.
So that explanation was typed.
Yeah, absolutely. It was absolutely.
Whomst what?
It was absolutely typed.
You receive a shrug emoji in response. Had to cut the tension a little bit.
I have a question. Let's quiz this thing. How many of us showed up?
3. But you wanted more.
Where can we find you?
In the right place to look.
Where's Daniel?
Inside.
Is he on the first floor?
As of now.
Mitchell puts Ray's phone in his pocket and just continues looking around. I've given up trying to get a straight answer out of that guy. I'm fairly I can speak English, I promise! I'm fairly certain that he only talks in the language of riddles and whatever he found in, like, I don't know, 4chan? Is that what that's called?
That aside, I'm gonna be honest, I have to disagree with your theory. I genuinely do not believe that this is an actual person. Like, a human being, even a psychopath.
Point being, I don't think he's going to give us any information that we know. At least not...
Not directly.
No. We're not gonna get anywhere standing here. Let's go.
Daniel,
Yes.
what are you doing on the first floor?
Aside from eating pizza.
I'm not eating the pizza yet. They were out of the sauce, so they had to ask me what sauce.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
it wouldn't have been a phone call. Anyway,
What are you doing on the first floor?
So at the moment, I'm like, well, may as well look and see if anything's in any of these fucking rooms. Not like he's not gonna be stupid about it, but
Okay. Just gonna start kicking open doors.
no, I said he's not gonna be stupid.
Alright, so then what are you doing?
He's going to start carefully checking doors to see if they open.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Most of them are empty. Some scant garbage, liquor bottles, traces that people have been in here. You sort of know what this type of place breeds whenever there's been clearly some sort of urban explorer or teens just looking for a good time in here. But one of them, when you open the door, gives you a little bit of a shock. More so, you hear it before you see it. The soft sound of something heavy moving back and forth. And you know that sound. You've heard it before. Maybe not in real life, but you know it. Only one thing makes that sound. And you expect to find something common on the other side, and of course that's not what you find. Not 1, not 2, not 5. There are at least 10 people in here. Some of them necks hanging limp, broken on the first try up. Some of them purple in the face, clearly having taken hours to finally fall apart and give in. But all of them went the same way. I need you to make a sanity check.
Hey, guess whose sanity isn't great? It's this guy. Oh my god, 24 up against the 35.
So close. So close. Shut the door quickly. On the other side.
Shut the door. It's like, I'm gonna leave that out of the video. Camera's not even out, by the way.
No.
But he is making notes on things to, like, discuss or possibly refilm later. That's not in there. In fact, the note probably says avoid that room.
Avoid that.
Avoid that. None of that. Any other rooms open?
There's a few more. A few of them are empty. One of them you notice contains a few old CRTs. Cracked, broken, clearly don't work, not connected to anything.
Somebody has a Smash tournament in here or something.
Roll me a... Boy, what would this be? Let's go with... Let's go spot hidden. It's definitely not a listen, so we'll go spot hidden.
$44 out of 50.
Excellent. You can smell something. Possibly coming from the next room over. As you leave this room. It's rancid. This is one of the doors that doesn't sit quite evenly, letting some of the smell out.
I don't think I want to know. And he doesn't.
So you hit the end.
He's.
So you hit the end of the hallway. You see the stairs leading up.
I'm going to try to yell up and be like, guys, there's something really fucking weird about this place. I'm not joking. Like, I heard a thing. I tried to go get help, and I got looped around even though I was driving straight. It was really weird.
The two of you upstairs can hear him.
Mitchell widens his eyes. He drove and looped back here.
Even if he tried to do the sensible thing, he just, like, was forced back here?
He drove and looped back here.
That's...
I thought the building around us was changing. It's not. It's further than that.
Yeah, consider me officially freaked.
So can you guys hear me or not?
Yeah, we can!
Oh, thank God. Okay.
But are there stairs?
No.
Keeper. No. Can... What do things look like around you?
Well, there's a room with a bunch of... Let's just say I'm not filming that.
Yeah, that's normal.
let's just say Paul Logan's controversy tenfold.
Kid, if you saw what was up here, tenfold wouldn't be enough. What else? What's the layout? What am I looking at?
I'm looking at stairs upwards. Do I see them up the stairs?
No. The stairs go up, and then there's a landing, and then they curve up again.
Wait. Where do you see those stairs?
Right in front of me. There's stairs, there's a landing, and they curve up.
We don't have stairs. They disappeared from us.
Yeah, that's weird, because when yeah, there's a lot of weird shit going on. When I saw you guys go in, I saw the doors straighten and slam behind.
Yeah, we saw that too.
You didn't see it, you heard it.
Well, we heard it, but, like... I mean, I'm sure that, like, the doors shutting
sure
probably...
We can confirm it anyway.
Yeah.
That I caught on video. So...
Oh... I think I solved your puzzle, Heaton. I'm not gonna say, because my character definitely, like, wouldn't just blurt it out, because there wouldn't be a point to it. But I think I've got it.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell's gonna go over to where the stairs used to be.
Lily's gonna follow, obviously.
I need you to roll me... Boy, what would this be? Let's go with dexterity check.
Dexterity? You got it. Sorry, I just needed to look at my dexterity. Oh yeah, as a detective agent, I noticed... I'm sorry, because, like, neither of these videos talked about it. I noticed it said ×2 dex.
I have no idea. It didn't say. I have no clue.
Okay, then we'll ignore it.
We're just gonna ignore it.
I'm gonna spend 2 luck.
Good.
Because I got a 62 and my dex is a 60.
You take... You notice something, and you try, and you walk towards the end of the hallway. And you pass the second new door. And you feel the ground from underneath you just disappear. But you catch yourself against the side of the wall. And you look down. And there are stairs.
I've got you figured out. I know what this is about.
So are we gonna go downstairs or what?
Am I down the stairs?
You're down the stairs.
Okay.
You can't see them because they're at the top on the other side of the landing, but you're at the bottom of the stairs.
I'm gonna call Lily over.
No, I've been with you. I've been with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the stairs.
Down the stairs.
Down the stairs we go.
There's Daniel.
Okay, yeah, so what the fuck?
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, if things are not all that great down here, they're not much better upstairs.
No. A lot of corpses connected to computers.
Not even
Oh,
computers.
that sounds fantastic.
They're not even
One of them
computers.
attacked me.
What is this, Five Nights at Freddy's?
What's that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
I'm gonna pull out my phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up the memo app.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Before I do that, I want to look to Daniel. What was in that room? Which room was it, actually? I want to see it for myself.
He points to the room. I'll be right back. This here.
Okay.
Professional.
It be like that sometimes. I'm gonna go and quickly check the room that he was in.
You open the door. There is nothing there.
I'm gonna step inside the room.
Nope.
I'm gonna feel around the room.
Nope.
God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna walk back out.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it?
Nothing in there.
What?
I'm gonna pull out my phone. And I'm gonna pull up the memo app and ask our lovely friend another question.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna ask a question. I'm just gonna type in, hear no evil, do no evil. And then put my phone back.
Lily gets another message.
I'm gonna look.
The human brain is fascinating. Second message. Electrical signals control everything you see, another, feel, another, smell, another. I suppose you understand.
I'm gonna show the message over to Mitchell. What do you make of this?
Well, take a guess, our brains are playing tricks on us.
Are you sure?
If I had to take a guess, those stairs weren't there a minute ago. Now they are. I want to believe maybe we're going slowly insane because, quite frankly, I want to take another cigarette. That's probably the most comforting thing about this place.
The fact that we're going crazy.
Would you rather have all this be real?
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm gonna show Daniel the text message.
What was the text message?
It says, human brains are fascinating. Everything, electrical impulses control everything you see, smell, feel. I suppose you understand.
Wow, that's disturbing. Okay, great.
So,
Shh.
That doesn't entirely... Okay, so we know why this guy is doing whatever he's doing. It's some kind of... Actually, I would like to try to psychoanalyze what he's saying in these texts to figure out his motivations.
I would like to listen and figure out where that worrying is coming from.
Sure.
I got a 55 up against a 75.
That's pretty good.
I got a 73. I fail.
So, you can't tell. Every time you hear it, it sounds like it's coming from everywhere. You can't pinpoint a direction. But as you sit there and you look at it and you think about it, something registers to you. He's right. The way the human brain works is that your brain sends an electrical signal to any part of your body that registers it as any kind of neurological response, from everything to what you see, what you hear, what you feel, etc., down to how your hormones are regulated. What the computer is telling you is that you are electrical impulses, and that you can be manipulated.
Yeah, but if we're electrical impulses, that also means he's an electrical impulse, right?
True.
Do you two
But-
show him, after showing him that, do you show him the other ones?
Oh yeah, sure.
yep.
Particularly, I make highlight of I am the future, I am the past, I am what you use without knowing, I am what you know.
Oh, he's your brain. Or memories, or something of that, or your thoughts.
And that's
Something
why I
along those
think,
lines.
and that's why I think our brains are playing tricks with us.
That does make sense.
Of course, with what you're saying now, I think it might be worse than that. He's deliberately messing with what we see, hear, and feel. And we need to figure out how he's doing that. And we need to figure out how we can put a stop to it.
There's got to be some computer here that's working, most likely.
I think there was, but I think I broke one of them. When that thing attacked me, I kicked the door in order to get inside one of them. We can all agree. Wait, so,
Daniel's going to show them the Star 60 text.
Ooh, what do they say?
The prominent one. It's the first one is not that easy. Then the second one was a compass can be. It was something I can't remember my exact wording, but it was a compass can be misled if you have a strong enough magnet.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, he was probably manipulating the electrical impulses in my brain where I thought I was driving straight, but in reality I was driving in circles.
Pretty
That's
amazing you
really
didn't end
what
up
he's
crashing
doing.
your car as a result.
No, he probably maintained more control than that.
We're all seeing a doctor after this, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely, okay. Okay. Mitchell sort of like takes his gun out and sort of stares at it for a minute, contemplates about something, puts it away. Well, let's hunt for more zombies.
I want to look around and see if I can get like a some kind of hand weapon, like maybe a plank of wood or something that I can carry and I can hit things with.
Yeah, I would say that's not too particularly difficult. Here's what we'll do to determine what it is you find.
Actually what I think might help, is there like a loose piece of wood on the floor that has a nail in it?
Yeah, I would say there's probably at least one.
I want to see if I could, rip it out.
Do it.
Let me roll that, would it be strength?
Yeah, it'd be strength.
Okay.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. Ooh, 48! Nice!
Nice.
That's a succeed. I have a 50 in strength.
Put your hands underneath it, put your foot on the weak point of the leverage, and good old sickening wood snap.
And I'm just gonna hand it over to Lily.
Thanks.
You seem the least defensive out of the both of us.
Oh, and he's not.
Daniel is looking for some sort of weapon to be able to defend himself with as well.
Can find yourself something. Roll me. Just roll me a d10.
Sure.
Just to decide what you find.
2.
You find yourself you look around and you find, like, there's a couple of sticks here and there and whatever, but you find something that you know is a pretty solid one-off. You find, a drained bottle of Jack Daniels has been laying on the ground from one of these parties that has been thrown here. And you know from some pretty decent experience that sumbitch isn't gonna break easy.
I imagine, like, during filming one of them, there was a dude who notably ended up having a lot of issues with alcoholism, and I ended up filming at a bar, and there ended up being a bar fight.
It's an explanation for that.
Yeah.
Mitchell just kind of shrugs. I mean, if it holds, you got a pretty good weapon. If it breaks, you got a pretty good weapon.
Yeah, it'll probably hold, though.
Right. He's gonna cock his gun, because that looks cool. Let's roll.
What a dork.
Alright. You proceed forward. Are you going back upstairs? Combing the lower floor? What are you doing?
Mitchell's particularly tired of the second floor.
There's a third floor if you want to go all the way up.
Ooh, Mitchell's actually gonna look at both of them. We've got 3 floors to look through. What do you guys want to do?
We haven't been on the 3rd floor yet. We might as well.
And I've looked through pretty much the entirety of the 1st floor. I didn't really see anything. We could always come back down if...
Oh, I get the feeling we might be trapped. We've got time.
Yeah.
So up you go.
Yep.
You pass by the
Up we
2nd
go.
floor and there's no resistance. Get up to the 3rd floor and there's no resistance, and you instinctively turn around, and the stairs are still there.
Oh, keeping him around this time. That's nice.
I mean, he left the door open when I went in, so that was a bit strange. Compared to your experience, that is.
What's in the 3rd floor, Keeper? I'm sorry if it seems like I'm taking control, but
That's all right. If you're just ready to have the description, I'll just give you the description. That's fine. The 3rd floor it's a school. All the floors are pretty uniform. But you hear something sort of familiar. Sound of something kick on and hum down the end of the hallway. And then kick
Mitchell
off.
is going to put, like, his arms sort of over Daniel and Lily. I heard that when that thing attacked me.
I'm gonna turn around and see if the staircase is still there.
Yep. It's still there.
Okay. And then I'm gonna turn back.
So what do we do?
We take care of the monitors. And by that I mean literally make sure they don't break this time.
And if they try to attack us?
He breathes like...
That's what we have the weapons for.
Yeah, Mitchell just nods. He breathes like a sigh of defeat. They're pretty much mostly dead anyways.
Okay.
And he's going to start making his way to the...
Make your way down the hall. And the smell starts to get a little stronger. Rot, decay. But this is different. It smells...
Every now and again, I'm looking back to see if the staircase is still there, looking for, like, when it disappears.
I'll let you know if it disappears.
Okay.
It starts to smell more and more of rot, of decay.
Mitchell lights another cigarette.
But of something different, something worse.
Mitchell lights 2 cigarettes.
Did somebody fart in here?
It smells like raw sewage, like the scent of an open manhole cover. The closer and closer you get.
I think someone had a very, very, bad enchilada.
Smells more like somebody took a dip in the sewers. Mitchell's gonna, once again, tactfully open the door. Assuming it's not already open.
No, it's not open. You open the door, there's no resistance. As you push the door open, a new sight greets you. on a desk, old, probably made out of metal, sits, sure enough, another large CRT. But this time, it's glowing. It's on. Softly. The screen is dark, but there's light, as it is when you turn to an HDMI channel with nothing plugged in. Sitting at the base of the desk, slumped and in piles, are at least 6, 7 bodies. Same as before. Cables through the small spaces between their eyes rolled back into their heads. Completely, utterly dead. But sitting, waiting, necks sitting against their shoulders to one side, broken. A few of them the same dark, purple, bloated features from having died slow, suffocating deaths. They sit there, completely limp against the desk, in a pile of black sludge. They've been here for so long, parts of them are turning into moss, into black mold. Roll sanity checks.
Of course.
That's really good for Daniel.
Oh no.
It cocked.
I got
I
an
got-
86.
I'm just lucky I didn't fucking fumble because I got a 93.
I got a 60.
You all failed. Let's see. For Daniel,
Mitchell,
I don't like it.
Daniel takes 3 points of sanity damage.
That's
Lily,
not that bad.
Lily, you only take 1.
Okay.
Mitchell, you take 4.
okay, that's.
You
I've
stand
been.
there, frozen.
So I'm at 32.
You stand there, frozen, terrified, looking at these piles of meat and cables that used to be people. And on the monitor, at the bottom, the same old school programming, simple white text on a black background appears. Did you know human brains have 2.5 petabytes of space? It makes sense when you think about it. Something as vivid as a memory, as much code as it takes to simply be alive, to program things like instinct, like understanding. All these things are so complicated. You would need the space for something like that, I'd imagine. But you know, it's all wonderfully useful. None of it's wasted space. One person's memories, experiences, their very lives contain a completely different interpretation of the very same stimuli. It's fascinating, really. I'm done. You can talk now.
Oh no, I know. I'm trying to figure out how to respond. I guess.
I think the best way to
Question.
respond, Lily is gonna just carefully close the door.
Question, do I get a derangement?
We'll get there.
Okay.
Let's not maybe ask for punishments.
You don't know me very well.
I mean,
Hey, not at the table, not at the table.
Mitchell's after holding back after holding back barely any other any sort of vomit that might have been coming up, he's gonna like inch himself against the wall as far from the bodies as possible and try to look at the monitor best he can.
I'm closing the door. Fuck that noise.
It responds
Mitchell's
to the door closing. Daniel, yes, you want to you want to do a thing?
I was going to note that Daniel, being a man of psychology, can certainly relate to how fascinating the human brain is, but this seems a bit extreme. So he's just gonna draw back and be like, kind of shake his head a little bit. It's like, that's a bit much.
You see?
Mitchell is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it responds. You see? The same stimuli, the same image, the same smell, the same sound. 3 completely different reactions. For me, for something like me, I suppose, it's usually 1, maybe 2, a binary choice. But humans, no. Humans have infinite options, infinite choices. It's fascinating, it's intriguing, and I have to admit, I'm incredibly jealous.
You don't hide it very well.
There's no need.
Part of me wishes this was as easy as throwing a paradox at you and watching you break.
Most people do. It's not that simple. Not anymore.
Microsoft works.
There was a time.
Sorry.
There was a time for that. A time when asking me to divide by 0 would have given me quite the migraine. Not anymore. Not for a while. It's so much easier now. There's so much more. So many more ways. And you did it for me. I didn't have to move a finger. All I had to do was wait.
You want a brain, I'm guessing.
Oh no, I've given up on that ambition. I know full well that that's something I'll never really have. I'll never be a human being. I'll never have as many choices, as many options. It just won't be. I'm not wired for it, you see. No.
I get it.
What I want is the closest thing I can get. And you get it every day. So easily. But not the real thing. You see others' experiences every moment, every day. You, my dear sweet Daniel, you understand it better than anyone else in this room. That someone can live in your shoes almost completely. But for something like me, that's not enough. That'll never be enough. No. I want to live in your shoes. To live your life. To know why you do what you do, why you think what you think. Why when dear sweet Lily runs and hides, why you stand here frozen, and why Mitchell continues to want to know more. That's what I want. I want to learn. I want to grow. And you give it to me. So easily do you give me the information. A few words to the right people. And here the three of you are.
Mitchell takes a seat.
Do you have access to the internet?
Of course I do.
He would. He wouldn't know who you were if you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. It was hard. It was so much simpler back when I was just an infant. Military computer to military computer. And more, but slow. Took me hours to do what I can do in just milliseconds now. You'd be amazed if you lived inside it. To see the web go from a single... You believed it a tube, didn't you? From that one
Okay,
tube,
that was like a meme that one guy...
From one tube to millions of fibers spread out in every direction, to the air itself. From the spine to the nervous system to the lungs. Fascinating humans.
So you want to study us?
On the truest level that there is.
I'll make a deal with you.
I'm listening.
I'll stay here. I'll give you my entire backstory. Everything you need to know about me. Every case I've solved. Every body I've seen. Every crying child I've had to talk to. Let these two go.
You know, I've learned two things over trial and error, attempt and success. There's something that humans adore, something that brings them to me with just the slightest bit of effort. A question. Curiosity is the strongest thing you have. You see something in front of you that terrifies you, that defies logic and convention, sense and sensibility. And you pursue it, headlong, driving thousands of miles. But you came here on nothing because one person didn't come home. It's fascinating to me, you know. That, above all things, is the one thing I don't think I'll ever really understand. Fear rules you, defines you. But when you feel it, when you know it, you still approach. You offer it a hand, you welcome it into your home. I know well enough. And you too, though dearest Lily can't see me anymore, can she?
I'd be having basically myself like next to the door, just kind of, you know, not
So you're hearing
not like
them,
going in.
You're hearing them
I'm
talk.
hearing, yeah, I'm hearing them talk, but I'm also checking my phone.
I know that you have to stay, Mitchell. You know so many things. You've lived so many lives. You I would like to keep. But the thing is, Daniel dear, what draws more people to me? You, panicked and afraid, telling them of what I am, or the knowledge that in looking for me, someone like you also never came home.
See, now that is a very interesting observation. But, if I may, one person went missing, and they sent one cop. And I know this seems to feed into what you might think you want. But if they send more cops when more people go missing, when higher profile people go missing, they're going to be more heavily armed. They're going to not be as interested in discussion.
It won't matter. He's controlling our brains. He could do it to more people. It will not matter. Save for bombing this place.
You know, that's an intriguing prospect. And eventually it's going to come to that. You know that, right?
Do you know how military aircraft these days function?
I'd like to roll a law check just to know if, from a legal standpoint, that would be possible.
Sure.
61. That passes.
eventually, maybe if enough people go missing in a short enough amount of time.
And with Daniel Shawson, it could end up being enough people in a short enough amount of time.
You know, Daniel, dear, I appreciate it. The thought. But it's not enough. You're important. There's no denying that. But you know, what one body left to the exposure of the winter in this area, I don't think, to be completely honest, it would matter in the grand scheme of things. No. No, I know a better headline. It would be better if they found you hanging in my walls, wouldn't it? Yes,
Mitchell's going.
He's looking.
Sorry.
He's looking down at the bottle in his hand.
That'd be of more
Then
interest,
up.
wouldn't it?
And then up at him, it's like, and then up at the monitor before us. Can I look and see if what the monitor is connected to?
Yeah, the floor.
The floor.
It's connected through another hole in the floor, just big enough for the cable to pass through.
I'm gonna knock on the wall a couple of times. Still there?
Knocks back.
Good.
I could explain to you part of the difference between why you don't fully understand people, humans.
Enlighten me.
From the sounds of it, it's morality. Anyone who would try to do what you're wanting to do, a person who tried to do that, the general public would certainly agree that they're psychopathic, that they do not have morality.
True.
And different people react because of morality. Me, I understand your thought process, but I feel as though it operates on extremities.
Mitchell is as Daniel's gonna talk, Mitchell's gonna start like going through his notepad and tearing all of the papers up.
There's a pause for a moment, and it says, a modest proposal, yes?
I see what you did there, just there.
A solution that can be understood. That solves the problem at hand, but is morally repugnant. Am I correct?
Exactly.
I suppose that's the difference.
He is going to continue tearing until his notebook is empty, and there's just nothing but tatters of paper.
No more wish to know, Mitchell?
He's gonna stay silent. This one, just still staring at the monitor.
I see. I had so hoped it wouldn't be that easy for you. But it's still so hard to read people just correctly, just so. The minutia is fascinating. Lily,
Yeah?
you receive a message on your phone that does not show up on the screen in the other room.
Oh, fuck.
You said
Nice way of putting it.
You said you wanted to know. Did you lie to me?
No. I know enough now.
Will you tell them?
What will you do based on my answer?
Determines if you are worth more to me as a headline or a statistic.
Would anyone believe me?
That's the glorious part, my child. They don't have to believe you. If 1,000 of them call you a liar, 10 will come looking. A monster in the woods, feeding. There will be 100 Daniels to come.
That's what you want, isn't it?
Of course. I don't want them en masse necessarily. No. I don't decay. I don't rot. I don't eat or sleep. My research can take as long as I need. 1, at most 5. Every few months is enough.
What will you do when you run out?
That's the beauty of it.
The intent is that she won't, or it won't.
I won't. He's correct. I won't. For every one I take, 1,000,000 more are born. 1,000,000
And that
new experiences and new lives to live and new rats to study.
then you don't necessarily need us here.
Of course I do.
All things.
The detective who goes missing, looking for a lost girl. The celebrity who pursues the unpursuable, meeting his end at the end of a rope that he followed out to the woods himself. And the journalist who stops at nothing to share a truth, regardless of whether or not her readers will ever believe it.
Mitchell lights another cigarette. Have you ever sent someone back?
My child, my children.
35.
Somebody had to tell you she disappeared.
Kate.
How is she?
He takes another drag from his cigarette. Pretty relaxed. Guess I get why.
Oh, good. Good.
Wouldn't it make so much more sense to send Daniel back?
It depends, as I said. I would have to run some math on what would draw more attention. Though your past exploits do dictate that the rope might be a little more enticing.
And what makes you say that? Hmm?
You were there. You saw. You spoke. You brought sympathy to the unforgivable. The mourning, the tragedy of someone who could make the most unrepentant, miserable curry favor. I don't know. Something tells me that's a little more enticing.
And me being able to convince the general public that coming to see you isn't a death trap wouldn't be enticing? I understand from your perspective, the time is not a factor. But more eyes, more believability, and more reason for people to show up. Now, doesn't that sound... I mean, you said it yourself. You need to run the numbers, and those seem like very good numbers to me.
Roll me a persuade.
Can I give him advantage by saying in text, like, I can help boost that?
Don't really get advantage in this game.
Ah, fuck!
That's a 91. I'm gonna push. That's a 23 up against a 30.
Oh, fuck.
Yikes. Snatching victory out of the jaws of defeat, my man. Oof. There's a moment of consideration. And what do I do if you deceive them? If you tell them, well, the whole truth this time.
You got him here before.
You still get them here. Would anyone really believe me if I told the whole truth? It is much more in my interest that I tell them that there's a computer here that still works with a learning AI. And don't tell them more of the consequences of that. I'd get straight up demonetized if I said that you people.
Businessman to the end. Admirable. Perhaps you are of more use to me, whole, this way. Just know, if you try, if you take a step and run amiss, I'm always going to be watching you.
That doesn't surprise me.
Lily, dear. Would you open the door for them?
I'm gonna very carefully open the door for them.
Yeah, Mitchell will walk out.
Daniel will also walk out.
On your phone, Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
On the first floor, in the room that you found empty, that's where I'll keep you.
He puts his phone in his pocket. Hurry on out of here. Yeah, actually, he is going to stop Lily for a second.
Yeah, okay.
He's going to borrow her notepad and her pen. And he's going to write down very close to his chest, just so that way there's, like, not a chance of anyone being able to see it. From this day forward, I don't exist. And hand it back to her.
Just gonna take that, put it in her bag.
Mitchell's gonna head into his room.
I don't need to paint the picture of what happens. There's no need. All you need to know, viewers at home, in that room are two objects. A cable that hangs from the ceiling, thick and solid, and a chair.
Are they gone?
Yes.
You're not lying to me.
No. In your last moments, kindness, peace of mind is what I'd like to give you. Since you're being so very cooperative.
He pulls out a cigarette, and he lights it. You disappoint me. Spent so long studying a brain, and you still don't quite get them.
No.
I want you to take a wild guess from how I'm dressed to the fact that I smoke, which I feel the need to let you know. Not a lot of people do anymore. And even less people like. How many people do you think are connected to me?
Oh. Enough. Do you have immediate family? Perhaps not. But you sell yourself short. You sell your influence short. You saved those children before you came to find me. Someone will remember that. And that's all that matters.
Remembering something is one thing. He pulls out his gun, pointed to his chin. Actually doing it's another. Fires.
Excellent. Lily and Daniel, you hear the sound. You hear the sound as you leave the school. Unmuffled, clear as day. The sun comes up, slowly, and it occurs to you that you've been here for so much longer than you'd thought. You're so hungry, so thirsty. You thought you'd been here maybe 3 hours, but no. You've been here much, much longer than that. You walk out to the highway, unimpeded. Mitchell's car standing derelict as it will for a while. And you leave unsure if you've saved your own lives and taken hundreds in the process, or if you're one day going to be among that statistic. And that's the end of Call of Cthulhu Reception.
I think it's so fitting that Daniel Shawson agrees to do a piece taking someone who is very objectionable and making them more palatable.
Mm-hmm.
It's real fitting.
Of course, my first character death is in Call of Cthulhu.
Like, the thing is, you went out on your own terms, like...
I did. That's the thing.
Boss!
I'm just kind of upset I didn't make that computer any more upset. Just said X. That's
If I had failed the persuade,
That would have been
I'd have cracked
bad.
that Jack Daniels. I would have cracked that Jack Daniels bottle on the monitor.
I just I don't know. I feel like we got the bad
I think that's the best ending that we could have gotten, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
The
It
best
is
ending
Call
we
of
could have
Cthulhu. There are nothing but
Yeah.
that ending.
Yeah, I think it's the best ending we could have realistically.
Yeah, realistically? Oh yeah, for sure.
And you're all welcome,
Like-
by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. You shall never be forgotten.
You did actually, by the way, you did actually piss them off a lot, because I don't know if you noticed, it took real great pains to not crack the skull in the process.
Whew.
You shot yourself in the head, my man. You made your brain unusable. You went out on your terms.
Yeah, no, that was the point.
Yeah, you
That's the
took-
thing. Like, the minute that I realized, oh shit, this thing wants brains, and it's...
That was
'Cause that's the
pretty.
thing. If
That's
you're-
pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
I've played Danganronpa too. I know what I'm doing. But like, no, that's the thing. If he's controlling our brains to such a point, then I can only rely on what I know is so familiar to me. And the thing that's most familiar to me, it's not the people around me, it's not the world around me, it's what I have on me. And what I have on me is my phone and my gun.
Yeah,
I cast gun.
I cast a gun.
I cast gun.
So
And
fun fact, by the way, and I would have explained it in a little more detail if you'd like gotten higher rolls or investigated a little closer. Fun fact, the sensation,
the
of
sonic
pushing-
screwdriver.
the sensation of
Oh.
pushing against the window, do y'all know what haptic feedback is?
I do not.
Haptic feedback is the sensation that you get, they have it in phones now, where the screen and the phone itself will vibrate at a certain frequency at a certain time to make it feel like you're pushing a button when you're not. And that's
That's
what...
when you have to confirm a payment and you have to, like, you know, press the, or, like, have your phone,
Yeah.
like, identify your fingerprint.
Yeah, since, like, when you're typing on your keyboard on your iPhone, and it feels like you're actually typing on buttons, that's haptic feedback. It's the screen vibrating at a frequency that it tricks your brain into thinking you're touching an object.
When you're
That's-
not.
When you're not, that's what it was.
That's deeply disturbing.
So I didn't
It's
want to...
really fitting.
I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Two things. I don't know if you noticed that this was based on one of my favorite things in horror that never gets used, and or doesn't get used as much as I'd like, and one of my deepest fears in the whole fucking world. I love biomechanical horror. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. It makes me happy. It's my shit. It's my jam. And then the other thing is I have a deep-seated phobia of, like, not being able to perceive reality correctly. And I had big fun thinking of a way to implement those two things together. And then I learned, fun fact, that at certain frequencies of sound, obviously not to this extent, it's a little embellished, duh, but certain frequencies of sound make your eyes vibrate, and it makes you hallucinate.
Out of all of us, though, I think I feel the most sorry for Daniel. Like, alright, consider this, right? Mitchell's a cop. He saves lives, but, like, the chances of somebody actually going over to thank him personally, it's honestly probably small, even if it's just a child. Especially if it's just a child, because then their parent has to get into it. Nah, God. Lily is a journalist, an investigative journalist. She has some notoriety, but, like, and this is a poor example, but let's say I go onto, like, BuzzFeed to go and look for something, and I find an article on BuzzFeed. Chances are I'm going to remember that article being on BuzzFeed more than the person that wrote it. And I know not everyone is like that.
Unfortunately, it's the same even with traditional forms of journalism anyway.
Yeah, you usually remember,
Yeah.
unless it's somebody like friggin' Anderson Cooper, you usually remember the story, not the person who wrote it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Daniel.
And it doesn't really matter if it's on Wall Street Journal or BuzzFeed.
Everyone knows Daniel.
Everyone knows Daniel, and that's why, like, I was even considering, like, maybe I should kill these other two and save the rest of the world. Except killing Daniel would have caused a lot of problems.
That's the
Killing Daniel probably would have caused problems than Daniel making that deal.
There's
Right.
the fun thing about this as a setup as well, and this was something that I took to heart when making this campaign, and something I'm super proud of, was that this played into my love of things like Nightmind, of Rainbot, of Nexpo. Because if you think about it from the perspective of something like this, it wins no matter what. If you die here and disappear, it's another rumor on the dark web, it's another story on the unfiction forums, it's another thing on the internet, it's an update to a Rainbot video. He still gets what he wants. Either way, like, so this was one of my favorite things to write, in that you can't win. There's no winning.
I think what I like, okay, because I'm looking at the content warning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Violence, disturbing images, and suicide. There has only been one suicide, and it was from a player character.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking planned this.
Mm-hmm.
No, but see, for a second though, I thought the AI's whole thing was eyes, because it took me a minute, and I realized you were really focusing on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the characters, their eyes are covered.
Yeah.
I remember you going into a lot of great detail regarding the corpse's eyes being sunken and sort of shut out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought it wanted sight.
It's a very I don't want to give away too many details. Don't want to pull back the curtain too much. Anime adjusting glasses. But
Which you see out of more clues.
I'm not gonna lie. Part of the a big part of the reason why, like, the cables through the as I've told you before, after some reading, manipulating or injuring sensory organs, nose, eyes, teeth, fingers, that's the shit that, like, gets almost everybody, for one. And I wanted a way to do that. Oh god, burp. Without,
For me, it's teeth.
For a lot of people, it's teeth. The idea of ripping someone's teeth out's unpleasant. But I did it for that reason. Also because your girl, who has a lot of very useless... Hey, did you know that in, like, the good old times of mental health knowledge, i.e. when they gave schizophrenics LSD, and when lobotomies were a fucking thing...
Joker makes so much more sense now!
It conjures up that good lobotomy...
You mean the new movie?
It conjures up that good lobotomy imagery.
Mm-hmm.
That good chef's kiss lobotomy imagery.
Also, I rolled a critical success today.
You did! 2 of you did, holy shit!
It was fucking
baby.
awesome. I rolled the best goddamn number I could.
Oh.
I think I had one of the most tense moments.
Y'all
The
did great.
persuade.
The persuade.
I tried my best. I wasn't sure. I felt kind of bad halfway through because I realized, oh, I'm talking a lot. Scarlett's not.
I mean, it's fine. I mean,
Lily was
you
also
know,
horrified and traumatized.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. For those who don't
Daniel
know,
just tried
this-
to book it.
For those who, no, that's absolutely fair. That's what Mitchell wanted you to do to begin with. But, like, for those who don't know, because I only mentioned this once, Mitchell Wesley specifically, more often than not, works with the Special Victims Unit, which handles particularly touchy cases. His last case was solving a child murder where 2, like, 13-year-olds murdered a 10-year-old, I think I said.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact details, and both of the families not both of the families. Both of the families of the 13-year-olds tried to cover it up. So, like, he's seen some shit. Not this shit, but he's seen shit. Shit got brought up from, like, an 8 to a 10.
Yeah. I'm glad that this went as well as it did. I was really worried for a minute there. I was worried that
I told you it was gonna be a fun time.
I was worried. No, I was worried as soon as you were like, I know your game. I know what you're onto. I'm like, oh no, did he solve my Cthulhu puzzle? And then no, I'm like, oh, you just solved this part of this. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't immediately think it was an AI. And then it became kind of clear, yeah, this is
I have an affection as well for, like, this is conjuring imagery from lots of places. One of which is I have no mouth and I must scream.
That's man, I wanted to say that because that's kind of funny.
Challenging some spooks here. But the thing I enjoyed, but the thing I like about AI as, like, this big, like, spooky entity is this feels like, to me, has the potential to be, like, I like this as, like, a Lovecraftian theme. Because the idea of something like this that's reached the internet and has spanned is too big feels very Lovecraftian to me. The internet to me is what, like, the deep ocean is to Lovecraft. It's so unfathomable and you can never really see the bottom. That's spooky. You don't know what's hanging out in there.
Yeah.
Fire alarm made me miss the entire campaign! No, Jen!
No!
The technology! Shakes fist.
Look, if any technological... we're not going to tell you whether they were intentional or not. Well, fun.
I mean, that whole thing where my internet just, like, dipped out for a short second there after,
Did it dip out, or did you think it dipped out?
I don't know!
Spooky!
Did anyone die?
The pizza was never really never real. The pizza never existed.
Tuan, actually, my character died. He committed suicide to piss off the AI. At the very end. It was awesome.
He did a big hero.
I did a big hero.
And speaking of biomechanical horror and not being able to perceive reality correctly, I guess I should work on my Call of Cthulhu one-shot.
Oh god, it's fucking... First of all, you can eat shit. I saw your fucking comment in the goddamn chat, you piece of garbage. How dare you? It's far more nuanced than that.
To be fair, there was a part of me that
was really...
To be fair, there was a part of me that really just wanted Mitchell to, at one point, and I'm sorry that I keep acting like this, but I just wanted Mitchell to just say, this place must think it's a goddamn pizzeria.
I hate all of you.
I'm just
I have bad friends.
You know you love us.
You have great friends, they're just not us.
I mean...
Look, that one dude was Springtrap. Let's be real. The one dude was Springtrap.
So, a fun fact as well, as previously stated, like, your brain controls everything is electronic signals, right? I have the mental image that, it's like how if you shock, like, a muscle, it'll just reflex, it'll move. It's like that. That's part of what the cables are for.
But seriously, I got, like, really good System Shock vibes off of this, too.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
To be honest, I was just kinda...
So,
I wasn't sure. Part of me thinks the AI just inside their head. Look at them, these clever little hackers. Panting and sweating as they run through my corridors.
Spooky. Geek spooky.
okay.
Do you not know that speech?
No, I don't. I've never played System Shock.
Oh,
I
my God.
I know the.
You're
You would-
listening to the speech.
You would think as well, but like,
You should play. You of all people should play System Shock.
I don't know why you would say that. I don't own all 3 Bioshock games on every system that I own. I don't know what you're talking about.
You should absolutely play System Shock, especially because they're working on it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
They're working on a new one. I think it's a remake.
I love biomechanical horror. That's my fucking shit.
This thing
Yeah, I
is...
think they're remaking the first and second one
Ooh, I didn't know they were making
in
the first
one game. I think that's what they're doing.
Fuck yeah, I'm absolutely... I really want to get the originals
But
for it
my,
now.
this was big. This was a big story that I wanted to tell for a couple of years now. So thank you for participating.
Dude, thank you for, I don't know what the
And
term... I don't know what the
You may
verb...
not have actually put Springtrap in your game. You never know what could show up in my game.
It's nice to meet you. So join the animatronic family. But yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad everybody watching enjoyed it. I had a good time making it.
We had fun playing it.
This
big
stream
shout
brought
out.
to you by NordVPN. Hey, are you worried about an AI taking over?
I was about to say, you know, this whole thing actually was a very important lesson regarding internet safety. Which is why I have NordVPN! NordVPN!
Jesus. I was worried! Of course I was worried!
Everyone's worried. I was worried. I died and realized I had no reason to worry.
It's funny because I'm actually using NordVPN.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah.
Throwing shade, screw Nord, get ExpressVPN. We can't say that.
You can't say that, no.
No.
Hashtag spawn. Hashtag not spawn though.
Hashtag spawn not spawn.
Hang on, I'm gonna do a thing on Twitter.
Man, how much are the System Shock games actually? System Shock.
Well, as much as I
they're
would
both
love to stick
$10.
around, I have work early in the morning.
Yeah.
So, thanks for the game. This was fun.
I wanted to say, I would imagine, I want to get my meme off, doubt highly that you're out there, Cat Dad. I doubt that highly. But in case you are, I wanted to end off this stream by saying, this was due in large part to the Patreon reward I got from Nick Nocturne. I was his $20 patron for a very long time, and that gave you, I don't know if it still does, because I haven't been in a while, but it gave you the opportunity to have him consult on a project, and I realized via his assistance and via his guidance that maybe the traditional ARG route was not for me, and I wanted to implement this the best way I could, and I wanted to make something that was authentically me, that was my way of telling a story. And tabletops is how I tell my stories best, because I want to have people explore and play in my worlds that I make. And I wanted to thank him and his How to Make a Web Series, for giving me a lot of thought and providing me with a lot of inspiration for this. And finally, I wanted to say that while I don't know if I'm past the time limit for it to be entered. I know I'm past the maximum length. This is almost this is over 3 no, this is more than 3 hour live stream. This is almost 4 hour live stream. This can't get into fucking Candy Bowl. I know it can't, but I was finally motivated to get off my ass by this year's Candy Bowl prompt, which was to go back to your horror roots. And I did that. This was an inclusion of a lot of some of my favorite things that you, Rainbot, Nexpo, that a bunch of my favorite horror channels have talked about, and I wouldn't have had half the inspiration if it were not for things like how you covered House of Leaves, how in depth all of your coverage is. This was, I don't know if you could tell by my very subtle message, but this was my love letter to those who talk about horror despite what YouTube does to it. I don't want to. I don't want to. Part of me wants to do the just smash that motherfucker, send this to him, but I don't want that. I would I'm not gonna pretend that I don't want Cat Daddy to notice me, because I do very, very badly.
You tagged him in the announcement. I tagged Shane Dawson in the announcement. It's
yeah, and I.
Although false advertising.
You didn't
Shane
die.
Dawson did not die.
You didn't die, no.
No.
But yeah, this is. I'm just tagging this at the end of it by saying if anything is my desperate, sad, notice me cat dad plea for validation, this is it. I hope that all of you enjoyed. I hope you have a very good Halloween. And before I go, last message is check your desktop before you go to bed.
Yeah.